Okay, guys, got a bit of a sore throat, but I'm just gonna yap, and we're gonna hope it goes well. All right, right. I'll just throw some random background footage in the background. But I want to talk about consistency. Consistency is a thing that people strive for in everything, but especially in games. I'm not a coach personally or whatever, but I imagine coaches and teachers and stuff always get asked questions of how do I stay consistent? I played really well this day, but the next day I didn't do this, and the next day I didn't do this. And now there are multiple factors that affect consistency. There's a major one I'm going to talk about, but I just want to point out just a couple to begin with, right? And then I'll get on to the main point of this whole thing. But first off, you might not be consistent because you don't even realize it, but you're playing at different times, different moods, different amounts each session. You might, like on Monday, you might play 10 games straight, right? Just 10 straight games. No breaks in between, no getting up, no eating, no resting, whatever. But then the next day, you might only play 5, but, in between you had to go for lunch, you had to walk around a bit, you walked the dog, you drank a bit, or whatever, right? And then the next day, you didn't play. And then another day, you didn't play. And then on Saturday, you played at midnight. You're not going to be consistent. And when I outline these things, you go, that makes sense. Not comparing gaming necessarily to professional sport, right? Like football or basketball or whatever. But do you really think the basketball player or football player could play that irregularly and play so well each time? It just doesn't happen. And the same thing happens here with games. Any game, obviously I'm talking about Overwatch, but this applies to every single game. But consistency is something that is not just, are you good enough to be consistent? It's genuine consistency. Logging in at a similar time, playing the same amount, taking some breaks in between, and being consistent like that, right? If maybe every single day you play a 5-hour session at midnight, yeah, it's not optimal, but it is consistent at least, so you will feel fairly consistent. And then the other factor, it's an online game. It queues into random people. You might get 8 teammates for a day, and that happens. You might go against 8 for a day. You might do you know what I mean? There's just too many factors in terms of the matchmaking that you couldn't possibly think about consistency. You might have actually played consistently well. The matchmaking just gave you a rough game. It happens, right? You can't blame it, but that is a factor, right? And so consistency is something not to focus on. It's not a skill. It's not something that can be trained. It's not something that can be. You just want to get better, and if you get better, you might get more consistently better. But it's all almost psychological, right? But here's the main factor I want to talk about. Consistency in gaming, in sport, in whatever you do, all comes from being consistent in life. That everything affects everything, right? So, now, I'm going to talk as someone who doesn't work a 9 to 5 or whatever, right? Just finished college and stuff. So, look, everything I say is very biased for the fact that I'm not a 30-year-old man with a family and a big job who wants to just, slightly improve at Overwatch on the side or whatever. So, take that as you will. What I say can sound like, oh yeah, of course you have that time, because of course I do, right? But obviously, the moral is still, the reasoning is still there, right? So you've got to wake up at a consistent time, sleep at a consistent hour, eat that good meal every when you're supposed to, the same time each day. Make it nutritious, make it healthy, make it feel good. Genuine stuff like that is just going to boost how you are in life and then make you better at the game, right? And this is a problem I have. When I play really badly and I perform terribly, I can very easily quickly link it back to, I didn't get a good sleep. I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. I haven't been outside yet. Wake up at a good time, whatever time's good for you. What time's good for you. And, eat a good meal, shower, whatever, right? Get a brisk, small walk in outside. I don't care. And if you feel ill or you feel really tired to walk, just stand outside, sit outside, just be outside for at least 15 minutes or something, right? And then you can go, if you work out or do exercise, I encourage it massively. Just get that done. Who cares for how long? Just show up and do it, right? If you run and then 2Ks in, you go, I'm dead. Just walk it back, as long as you show up, be proud and happy about it, right? Don't put yourself down for not being able to do the full run or whatever. But if you did it and you showed up and you're consistently showing up at it, you will get better and you'll probably have that happen to you less. And then, have a plan for a day, maybe. Obviously, if you work, this is where that kind of comes in, right? Work will probably happen here because you probably wake up and you eat, shower, maybe get a quick walk, but then you have to go to work or whatever, right? But say you're some unemployed fuck and you want to game. Now is your time, right? Get a good session in. Take a small 5-minute break between each game, whether it's a loss or a win. And if you lose 2 or 3 in a row, you just step away for at least like 20 minutes or something, right? And just stop yourself a bit, and you can always come back, and you can always do what, but just keep that the same each day. Or like, you've got to find consistency in your, like, you've got to control the factors you can control. Is what gaming's like. If we talk about Overwatch and improving Overwatch, people blame a lot of factors they can't control because it's easier. If you control what you can, so that means you can control your diet, you can control your sleep, you can control your, obviously, like sleep apnea. Like, I mean, look, guys, if you have physical, like, and mental problems, like, you know, see a doctor to get, you know, help with that. I'm not trying to say like, oh, just sleep well. Some people can't. It happens, right? But you know, there are treatments for that. This is not meant to, you know, make you feel bad for that. That happens, right? But you are trying, and that is what's important. Be happy that you're trying. Okay, I like, you know, I'm proud that you're trying. That's what matters. Okay, that's all that matters. But you know, if you sleep well, you eat well, you do all well, and your life's going well because of all those factors, what you'll realize is that you're actually improving other stuff. You'll be more fun to be around, you'll be more social, you'll, you know, get more exercise in, so you'll be fitter, you'll be healthier, you'll feel great, you'll feel more happy, you might go do things, you might go explore different things. All of that is going to make your life better, and then you also might just get better at Overwatch, which also might make your life better. But do you know what I mean? And then sometimes people will do all those things and go, do you know what, I'm actually not that interested in the game. I like running now, I like cycling now, and that's fine, that happens, okay? And be okay with that, right? Don't treat the game or something as a job, as a, oh, I need to log on, I should play. And when you do play, have it be like a good focused session, right? The brain can only focus like 90 minutes, right? So don't exceed that. There's just no point. I mean, you can if you want to just have fun, play some quick play or whatever, but if you're trying to really improve, you can lock in for like 90 minutes or 2 hours or whatever, and just play it with purpose, and that's great. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much. I've already hit quite a far margin or whatever, but consistency is not a skill that is necessarily practiced in game. It is something that you have to harness in your life. Just be more, like, be consistent, but you can't expect yourself to be consistent in game if your life and everything you do isn't consistent and good, right? Game is right near the bottom of the list of importance with you. You need, it's like sleep, it's food, and it's like health, right? And then it's social stuff, and then activities, and the game can fit wherever it wants in that. Thanks for listening to me. I'm gonna go now. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. If we do, I have an announcement to make. I'm gonna make an announcement at 1,000 subscribers because I'm gonna change some things up, right, or whatever. But I would love to hit that goal. We'll do fun things. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something, right? Anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your days, and you know, get some good sleep. Eat well. I'm gonna go make some food now. Yeah. Peace out.